Alright, so welcome back. I just want to get to the second commander deck here. This is my Captain America Jeskai deck. As you can read with the card, it's pretty much a Voltron theme. You know, you want to put a lot of equipments on and unattach them. So for 3 colorless, you can unattach an equipment from him and he deals damage equal to that mana value, and you can divide it among 1, 2, or 3 targets. Catch: at the beginning of combat, you can attach an equipment for free. So you can see this can get some like really cool stuff, and you get a lot of mana. This is a deadly card. I built this deck without even wanting to. I just kind of opened it, peeked through. I wanted like 2 cards from here. I was going to sell the rest, and I was like, I just made an impromptu deck. I used it, played 3 games with it. I had a blast. I won 2 out of the 3. So I really like this. So I got the Scalding Tarn for the land, of course. Easy search. Forbidden Orchard. Get anything? Yeah, they get a 1/1, whatever. Cloak of the Bat. Equipped creature gets flying and haste. 2 and 2. Great mana cost. It's not the best card, but I like that it works with that. Eldrazi Conscription. 8 mana. Enchanted creature gets +10/+10 and has Trample. Annihilator 2. Again, can't beat that ability either. Captain America's 8 for 1. Whenever you cast or enchantment, you can cast them as though they had flash. And then whenever creature control enters, attach it. So you can attach it for free, unattach it, attach it again. Potentially all with Captain America in one move. You know, just fantastic. Also, by the way, part of the reason I have this in here, Eldrazi Conscription, is just I needed some form of win con in this deck. I know I could just order cards, but I wanted to use what I had, and I was digging through my packages for win cons, and I had this, and I figured this is like kind of a pseudo one, meaning if I get the swing off, you know, and this guy's protection you're going to see in this deck, so it's a pretty good chance of a win con. Pure Steel Paladin, classic. Your equipments are going to cost 0. Roll of the Archmagi, 3 mana. Whenever this deals damage to a player, draw a card. Draw that many cards. So I have like, I think I have 0 Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard, so it's pretty much equipped 4. But if you get that on with no pump up, you're drawing 4 cards. I'll pay that. Pip point 3,000. Again, just so versatile. Usually I'm choosing check map, so I want to untap 2 lands, but sometimes I choose to put a +1 counter. Nazgul Battle Mace, another Annihilator in here, 5 colorless mana. Equipped creature has Menace, Death Touch, Annihilator 1, and whenever an opponent sacks a non-token permanent, put that onto the battlefield unless they pay 3. Yeah, you just can't beat that value right there. Sword of Feast and Famine, 2/2 pro. Give the creature black and green. This will fit with anything. I want it to run my strategy, A+. Whenever it deals damage, that player discards a card on tap all lands. Boom. Sword of Light and Shadow, 3 colorless. When a equipped creature gets +2/+2, it has pro white and black. When it deals damage to a player, gain 3 life, return up to 1 card from the graveyard to your hand. Gotta be creature, but that's fine. You have a lot of little guys in here, so it's cool that you have the option at least. Shield of War and Peace, or Sword of War and Peace, 3 to play, 2 to equip like the others. Creature has 2/2, pro red and white. When a creature does combat damage, this equipment deals damage equal to the number of cards in their hand that I gain 1 life. So great way to refill the hand, great way to pump up your own hand. Excalibur's 12 mana. This costs X less, where X is total mana value of historic permanents you control. Equipped creature gets +10/+0 and has vigilance. Equip legendary creature for 2. So you just got to get this out, and it's equipped 2. I pay on average for this 4 mana or less. Definitely worth it. Swiftfoot Boots and a foundation that I pulled, mind you. Equipped creature has hexproof and haste. Equip 1. Caduceus Staff of Hermes. Equipped creature has lifelink for 3. As long as I have 30 or more life, equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has indestructible and prevent all damage that would be dealt. It's 2 to equip. 2 mana here. Artifact spells cost 1 less to cast. It's a 1/2 Ethereum Sculptor. 2 mana. Open the Armory. Equipped. You search your library for an aura or equipment, reveal it, which sucks, but you get to put into your hand. Obviously, you're looking for equipments. Stoneforge Mystic, 2 mana, but an interesting thing about Open the Armory, it could get you Eldrazi Conscription. So Stoneforge Mystic, 1/2. When it enters, search for equipment, put into your hand. So this does an Open Armory impression, and then you can put an equipment from your hand onto the battlefield for 2. Commanders played as 1 to cast, +3/+3, gets pro for anything that's not in the commander's identity. You can equip a commander for 3 or equip for 5. Landon Shikari, 2 mana, 2/2. You may activate equip abilities anytime you can cast an instant, so you can keep flowing. For 3, Forge Anew. When Forge Anew enters the battlefield, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. As long as it's your turn, you may activate equip abilities, and anytime you can cast an instant, you may pay X rather than pay the equip cost of the first equip ability you activate during each of your turns. Very nice. Untimely Malfunction, 2 mana. Choose one. Destroy target artifact. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. 1 or 2 target creatures can't block. So you sneak in damage, maybe you destroy something, or maybe change the spell. Dealer's choice. Mithril Coat, 3 mana, flash, indestructible. You can auto attach it for playing it, which is fucking awesome. And they give the equipped creature indestructible. And it's so nice that this itself does too. Flawless Maneuver. I mean, don't need to explain that, but check out that art. City of Brass, just need land because it's freaking Jeskai. I actually pulled this at 8th edition. Unfortunately, you know, I was very young and I didn't treat my cards so well, obviously, and I regret that. But at least I still keep the card. So I got some land, Winged Boots, 2. Creature has flying and ward 4, equipped for 1. Can't, listen, ward 4 is basically protection. And it has flying because you're going to need to block sometimes. And it's equipped for 1, which I like. Prismatic Vista, again, for Jeskai, non-green. I get that search. Reshape, I got a second artifact, but I pay X and 2. I can search for that and put it into play. Which is awesome. Sundown Pass, great card. Mother of Runes, so give target creature protection from a color until end of turn. She gives herself or another. Lorien Brooch, basically Trailblazer's boots, so you're always swinging in. Mother of Runes you can give to your commander or herself. Steel Shaper's Gift, just another open armory, but instead just equipment. I love this card. Thakalos, Crafter Wonder for 3. It's a 2/4. It's a little beefy. Tap 2. You can add 2 colorless, so it's a Soul Ring. It can only be for artifacts or activated abilities of artifacts. But all equipped creatures you have flying and haste. That is awesome. Dispatch, which is basically a free exile spell because you're going to have 3. If you don't have 3 artifacts, you might as well give up the game. Explorer Scope, 1 to play, 1 to equip. When it attacks, look at the cop card. If it's a land, put it out tap. This is just a nice piece of ramp in a ramp rare color that goes with that. Simian Spirit Guide, again, just pretty much trying to get that mana. If I'm playing it as a 2/2, it's rough times. Inventor's Fair is a way for me to gain 1 life, and if I need to, I can sack it and search for an artifact, but I need 3 or more. Sculpting Seal, 3 mana, basically copy any artifact on the battlefield, which is awesome. So basically the best artifact I get. Command Tower. Rayav Mastersmith, 2/2. 1 creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks gains double strike. Beautiful. Storm's Will, keep with the Marvel theme. Choose 1. If I commander, you add both, so hopefully you're choosing both. Exile the top 3 you can play on this turn, and then add a mountain for each card and target opponent's hand. Nice little piece of ramp. Ornithopter Paradise, same thing. This is my way to get around it. Masterwork of Ingenuity. This is just to get my best equipment again, and it's only 1 to play, which is awesome. Love the art too on my man Groot. Arid Mesa, so I can search. Reflecting Pool, get whatever I want. Temple of Epiphany. Does suck, it comes in tap, but I get the Scry, which is nice. Talisman of Conviction, so just get a little extra ramp while I'm at it. Temple of Enlightenment, same thing. Little Scry ability, get double. Exotic Orchard. Steam Vents. Painland. Sting the Glittering Dagger, what a saving card. Quick creature gets +1/+1 as haste, and at the beginning of combat, this is important, untap the equipped creature. You don't care about this last part, it's irrelevant in this deck, but pretty good. Mox Tantalite, so spend quick way to cheat out something, and I drew that card I actually opened that card, is what I should say. So I'm okay with having, that's why it's in there. Felwar Stone, another great piece of RAM. Enlightened Tutor, 1 mana, search for an artifact or enchantment, reveal it, put it on top. Beautiful, can't beat it. It's an instant. Shram, basically, whenever I play an equipment, draw a card. Enthusiastic Mechanaut, 2/2, it's a flyer, so it's great for blocking. Artifacts cost 1 less. Twin Flame Tyrant, beast, 3/5 flying. When a source I control deals damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals double. So you can see where this is going. Blasphemous Act, basically 1 mana, board wipe. Talisman of Progress, add a color for 1 damage, easy. Arcane Signet, get anything. Sulfur Falls, as long as you enters tapped unless you control an island or a mountain, but you're going to control it. Artikar Waste, another pain. Mystic Monastery, get all 3. Just in case you need, you got extra here. I got Seagate Reborn, so I can come out untapped for 3 life, or I can flip it and draw cards. Equal to the number of cards in my hand plus 1. So this is just a good fill if I draw it late. Some more lands. As you can see, we're in the land section of this. Basilisk Collar, fantastic. Oh, here we go. Giver of Runes. So this is like Mother Runes, but it also gives protection from colorless. So sometimes you could block like beefy things or something if you need to. Path of Negation, a little protection. It's basically free. Counter a spell, non-creature, but still. One with the Machine. You know, I had it, not the best card. It does cost 4 mana, but draw a card equal to the highest mana value about artifacts I control. Witch's Cottage, tap it to add a colorless, tap 2, tap it, target commander gains lifelink until end of turn. Got a Plains, Thought Vessel, 2 mana, I got no max hand size, add a colorless. Spectator Seating, enters the battlefield tapped unless I have 2 more opponents. Software Fixed Things, pay 3 and enters tapped. Instant side, returns a permanent. Talisman of Creativity, 2 mana, add a colorless, or add, is it? Reconnaissance, 1/0, move target attacking creature from combat, untap it, woo woo. Brotherhood Regalia, 2 colorless, equip creatures, war 2, it is assassin, can't be blocked. Equip legendary pretty much for 1, that's what you're doing. Soul Ring, want to play, tap it, add 2 colorless. Training Grounds, basically, I can do that unattached part for 1 mana if I get this card. Caldra Complete. So this is kind of a win con too. It's 7 mana. It's a living weapon. Indestructible. Equipped creature gets +5/+5. Has first strike, trample, indestructible, haste. And whenever this creature deals combat damage, exile it. So comes out on its own, or I can attach it. Mana drain, just give me that colorless so I can run my artifacts. Galvanic Blast, deals 2 damage to any target, deals 4 damage if I control 3 or more, so it's only 4. Spire of Industry, this is an easy command tower because I'm going to have the artifacts. Champion's Helm, just help me protect my commander a little bit, and it's equip 1, which is just the right amount. Gives it +2 as well, is nice. Iron Man, this is nice because it gives me a flyer, it's haste, it's on theme, and it lets me search as long as I sack a non-creature artifact. So, that's cool. And you can search for a creature, you just have to sack a non-creature. Lightning Bolt, this is just some like damage, sneak in, maybe try to eliminate something, and it's on theme. So keep that. An offering can't refuse, 1 mana, counter target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasures. So just a quick way to give them something, and counter spell. Training Center, I'm going to have more than 2 opponents, so it's entering on tap. Danitha, 3 mana, 2/2, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, auras and equipments cost 1 less, so equipments cost 1 less. Fantastic. So this was my Captain America deck. As you can see, it's very much about equipments, and shockingly, this stuff works really, really well, better than I expect, and I liked it more than I expected. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate that. My throat is a little sore, so sorry for the low voice. All right, I'm gonna have try out some other decks before I debut this video. I'm still working on that Animar deck I talked about, and I got a Monarch thing coming. So thank you for watching. Peace.